What up, guys? I'm Sean.
I'm Aaron.
This is episode 30 of the Jerusalem Hub audio experience. We're here to motivate you. So if you're following us on Instagram, we posted a meme. Is it a meme? Do you call it?
It was a little graphic.
A graphic, that's what you call it. Where it said one quote: "Weaknesses are exposed by the test of consistency."
So what does that mean to you?
Well, I was just about to ask you this same question. So
we dittoed each other, or was it Jinx? So I thought of that quote myself. That's why I made it.
That's what I was going to ask you.
So what it meant to me at the time was that there's two things that are going to come out of this. A, what is a creator? And what does it mean consistency? Why are weaknesses exposed? So what I see is that when people start doing ventures, or they start doing social media, for example, they have a little growth. They have little spurts, like weeks at a time, or even days, where they're just posting a crap load, and then they go silent after after a week or so, or they're on for 2 weeks and then they're off for 5 months. So we've all been there, but the test of consistency is how good are you at keeping that flow? Can you keep posting once a day? Can you keep your Instagram story going every single day? If not, your weaknesses are exposed to yourself, and to other people can also say, oh, this guy's not consistent. There must be something going on. I haven't been doing my Instagram story on a consistent basis because I've been focusing on our actual brand, Instagram and other stuff. So whatever.
Which is just as important.
So I'm still consistent in other realms, but I'm not consistent with my own personal brand. But that just shows me a weakness, that maybe I'm just not doing time management properly, and I could still be doing that, but whatever. That's the bash on myself. Or let's say anything that may or may not require consistency. If you're not holding to that, then there's a weakness there. There's something that's holding you back from being consistent, whether it be something in your psyche or something personal going on in your life. That weakness is there, and it just shows more. So going back on what I was talking about with what's the difference between a creator and not a creator, someone who just posts. Let's use Instagram for example. The people, like I was saying, the people who post for a week, and then for 5 weeks they're not posting. So what's going on is that a creator is someone who, no matter what, they're gonna make content. No matter what the situation is, they're gonna turn a situation into content,
into a solution,
into something.
Right.
As opposed to someone who's not a creator, they're just posting whenever. They're only gonna post when something's going on in their life.
Right.
And we've all seen that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
So I think that's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my own interpretation on your quote.
Love it.
So I'm going to just say it one more time. Weaknesses are exposed by the test of consistency. So as a growing person, I'm a very deep thinking person myself. I spent a lot of time isolated in growth. And what I mean by isolated in growth, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can sympathize with what I'm trying to say.
Relate. Yeah.
Thank you. Jeez. Relate with what I'm trying to say, which is, we all think that if we take time to think about stuff, to think about our problems, whatever it is out there, we're going to eventually come up with a solution. In actuality, that's not true. The way you really understand who you are as a person and your weaknesses, if you test your mettle, is if you put yourself out there and you test yourself to the brink to understand how far you can go and understand what that feels like, so you can then prepare yourself to go further. The way that I look at it is, and this is someone who went from zero productivity to insane productivity.
Yeah.
And it's just I learned a lot when I was not doing anything and focusing on myself. But I learned, and it took a long time for me to learn certain lessons or go over those humps of ideas and those problems that we're dealing with. But I can tell you this much: when you're surrounded by the right people and you're working really hard for something and you're keeping yourself productive, keeping yourself busy, all that stuff, you're learning the same lessons that you would have learned before when you weren't doing anything, but you learn them much quicker and you move past them faster, and you go through these, you level up more and more and more. And the whole thing that I take out of those words is that as long as you're, someone told me one time, actually, they said just stay busy, because the busier you are, the less time you have to worry about your problems. And the truth of the matter is that that's true. And the reason is because instead of worrying about your problems, you understand the problem, and then because you're so busy, you quickly dissolve the problem and understand it by saying like, oh, no, I did that because of this. Oh, done deal. Just don't do that anymore. And that's just how it works. It's simple as that.
That's what I was saying, like, your weaknesses are exposed. Like, you see, oh, the reason I didn't do it today is because A happened in my life and it's affecting me. So we have to figure out how to not let it affect you so you can continue on with your consistency.
100%. So go
and
out.
it's huge. Yeah. It's huge. It's also very valuable when you're a very consistent worker.
100%. So we want you to do, it's Friday. This is the day that most people are off. This is the day where people are getting ready for the weekend. Guess what? Don't get ready for the weekend. Go out there, challenge yourself. Do something that you never want to do. Think of those things that you keep neglecting in the back of your mind. You want to start exercising. Go and start today. Get it done today. You want to get better on social media. Do it today.
Or even like in terms of the consistency, challenge yourself to, like, most people on weekends, they're either pumping up their content creation or they're slowing it down because they're whatever, chilling or relaxing. So the goal is that you want to challenge yourself to stay consistent this weekend. Meaning that if you pump a lot of content during the weekend and you slow down during the weekend, try doing the opposite. Keep pumping it out.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And if we can do it, you can do it.
You can do it for sure. And we're hugely challenged by this. Please like and share. Please like, share, and subscribe for more awesome and amazing content like this video.
This has been Jerusalem Hub, and always remember,
be bold,
face your fears, and always stay consistent.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow.